We have the grounds in a complete lockdown. This should be enough to keep word on this from leaking out.
That's assuming if the situation gets better anytime soon. If we don't establish authority soon, things may get out of control.
We'll take over from here.
I just heard from Sylvia. She's got all our files.
We're officially free.
Good. Now to take care of this mess. Settle down! All of you!
Why should we listen to you? You don't run this place anymore!
Yeah, get the hell out of here! I'll make this clear and simple. Events will occur today that will damage the reputation of our school and its policies. This will happen regardless of whether or not you decide to fight each other. So, you're right. We're not in charge anymore, and neither is Demir. That's why your actions right now will determine how we're looked upon once we walk out those gates today. We have the option to act out our grudges and go down with the rest of this school. Or we can at least salvage our integrity as students. Remember, this city has already had one mass riot this year. The choice is yours.
Give it up, boy! There is no point in continuing.
Come on, Shin, move. He's starting to wear out. Just a little more. Just a little.
Yeah! Ha! What? Impossible! Your persistence may only be matched by your stupidity. How to expect to overcome your tainted image as juvenile delinquents? Unless you can do that, your efforts will be seen as nothing more than wild acts of desperation by a few troubled outsiders. Weaklings such as yourself will always run about, trying to make yourselves heard. But the only ones who can have a voice in this world are the strong.
I've been around enough to know how people like you think, Demir. You define your strength based on your odds, always having to test them to sustain your confidence. You preach ideals, but in reality you're just scrambling to protect your own interests, doing whatever it takes to keep the upper hand. Your pillar system is just another way for the likes of you to ensure a dominant position at the expense of oppressing others. You say only the strong can have a voice. Let's see how loud it can get when your whole operation comes tumbling down.
What are you talking about?
I see where you're coming from when you say the odds are against us. That's why I wouldn't be here if I didn't have leverage.
Great. Once this hits the media, they're gonna have a field day with it. Thanks again for helping us put this together, Sierra.
It was nothing. I'm just amazed at how Shin was able to collect all that information.
Well, I've seen him work before, and trust me, he does a lot more than just throw a mean punch.
They have this place on lockdown. Are you sure you won't have any problems getting out?
Stop right there! You're not allowed to leave the school!
You have nothing against me. What do you know about anything I've done?
Oh, I've been around Tamir, and so have you. I've gathered records detailing a lot of corrupt activity in my past schools, and believe me, your name comes up more than a few times.
Then you should know that I'm not the only one involved in such things. Why should I be the one who takes all the blame?
Don't worry, you're not the only one who's taking the fall. But with all the recent media coverage, you've turned yourself into an icon for the education system. Destroying that image turns everything upside down. In other words, I needed a catalyst big enough to turn the tide. You just happened to be there.